Hi paper crafters, I'm Collette. Welcome to my chat room. My chat room is going to be coming to you live every Saturday morning. But of course you can watch it anytime you want on YouTube. I wouldn't, however, leave it too long, simply because you wouldn't want to miss out on any great bargains that I find and on the wonderful competition that I'm going to run every week where you can win a great prize. Now my chat room is all about paper crafts. I know you're not surprised on that one, but it's about learning, it's about having fun, and it's about creating. So I'm going to be doing demos of products, we're going to be doing projects, I'm going to be talking to you about what's in the news and answering any questions that you might leave for me in the comments section. So if you want to see how something works, let me know and I'll see if we can get round to it in the coming months. Now on my YouTube channel, you know I love making these videos on card making, on paper crafting projects, and one of the things I have really loved over the last few years is the comments and the support I have got from you guys. It's been awesome. Thank you so much. Now in those comments there's two things that have kept on coming back at me, and one revolves around paper crafts. Basically, Collette, I can't get hold of that beautiful paper you used, I just love it. Or Collette, where can I get that tool from? Now it's been very hard in the past, but now that I am retired and I no longer have a shop, I've got a bit more time on my hands. So today, drum roll, is the launch of my website, collettescreations.com.au. It's a website that has totally been developed as a result of my YouTube videos, and my aim is to supply you with what I'm doing and what I'm showing on those videos. So you'll find a whole heap of goodies on there, as well as some great bargains that I'm discovering along the way. So always check in and see what new bargains you can find. So there are some things I'm still trying to find. So as I find them, I'll be popping them on there. And if there's things that you're looking for, let me know. I might actually discover them on my journey. So that's the first thing. So I put a link in the description below where you can click on that and go straight to that website and have a look and see yourself. Now the second thing that I have been asked about is kits. Now you probably know that I used to run a shop and I'd have so many visitors that would come by saying, oh my goodness, I love your projects, I can't get to a class, do you have a kit? And unfortunately my life was just so crazy busy, I was not able to produce kits until now. I am absolutely stoked, really stoked to be able to supply a card kit and a paper crafters kit. And you'll get full details of these on my website. But let's just take a quick sneak peek of what's in the card kit. Isn't that Bohemian bouquet collection just beautiful? I love it so much. Now let's take a quick sneak peek of what you can get in my paper crafters kit. hope you agree, lots more yummy goodness. Love these projects. And that popping box, wow, so easy once you have the right template and you get the instructions. Now, as you know, I love sharing, I love giving out information, and that's been a comment that I've had throughout my YouTube videos, and I want to continue that in my kits. I've designed my kits so that they are a learning journey. So when you subscribe, you're going to get all the beautiful products, you're going to get notes on each of those projects that you can actually follow. You're going to get access to a Facebook page where you can post questions and post your beautiful end products. But also you're going to get access to exclusive videos. So you can go on and you can see me make some of those foundation cards. You'll only get that by subscribing to these. Now you do want to subscribe early because each week you will be able to file away, sorry, not each week, each month, you'll be able to file away your notes into a 4-ring binder, and I've designed those notes so that they have an index category on them. So you'll put all your card foundations in that one section, you'll put your card designs in another section, you'll put your beyond the page in another section, your Christmas projects in another section. So you'll actually develop this amazing reference folder that will be just brilliant in your paper crafting design. So when you want something, you'll be able to go to that folder and you'll be able to really easily find what you're looking for. That's going to be so cool. So you want to start nice and early, start the journey with me now, and start to build your skills, start to have fun, and just enjoy that creativity. It's going to be great. So moving on with my chat room today, what we're going to be doing is I've got a number of little projects. I've got a little gift I've got for a girlfriend, so I want to put that gift into a little box because she's a crafter and I know that she'll really appreciate that. So I'm going to show you how I make my quickest, easy go-to box that looks really cool. Another thing I'm going to show you, a friend of mine asked about creating a nice little background on a card blank. So I want to show you a really quick and easy technique for that. And I'm sure I've got one or two other things that we'll look at along the way. So let's have a look at those and have a bit of fun. So the first little thing I want to show you today is a real quick little background technique which I love. So I'm using one of my beautiful A6 cards and envelopes, which again you can get on my website, yay! I love these, they're great for stamping on and they're just a lovely weight for your card making. So just folding that. And I'm actually going to be using for my background today these beautiful liquid drops, and they come in so many beautiful colours. Let's evergreen and seafoam, love those. Let's go with these. So these are like a 3D drop, and you can add dimension to a whole number of things. I love putting them in the centre of flowers and stuff like that. But a friend of mine from Hervey Bay bought some of these, as one does, at a craft show, got all enthused about them, got home, put them in her craft room, and a year later she took them out and she said to me, what can I do with these? And I said, gosh, these are amazing, there's so many things. And I knew that she wanted to do interesting backgrounds because she'd asked me that a little while ago, and I thought, yeah, well, you can even use these for background. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. So I'm going to create just a little card. So I'm just going to squeeze some of this out onto my mat here. Oh, probably a bit much there, but that's okay. And let's just zoom in. And I've got here a little bit of cling wrap, so I'm just going to take off some cling wrap. Easier said than done, actually. Yeah, oh, got a little bit of cling wrap, and I'm just going to pop that into a loose ball like that. And then I'm simply going to go into this, and I'm going to create a dabbed on kind of look. Really pretty this liquid drops, or 3D pearls, they have a gorgeous shimmery element, and they look just gorgeous. So that's great. Always have wet wipes on hand at your craft table. Let's give that a quick wipe away. Oh, a bit of a waste there. I might just leave that there for 1 second. See if I can think of something else to use that for. And we'll put some of this gorgeous sea foam. I love this colour. It's that beautiful turquoisey colour. Let's just put a little bit less of that out this time, shall we? And another piece of cling wrap, if I can get that off. I seem to have peeled it off in the middle, so quickly trying to do that for you. Oh, making a real mess of it. I've only managed to get a little bit off. You know how it goes. It peels in the middle. You just can't get it off. Anyhow, so there we go. Into the blue. And I'm just going to dab that down too. See how pretty that looks? So really, I mean, a child could do this. Actually, they'd have a lot of fun doing this, I reckon. Now, I haven't got quite enough of that seafoam, so I'm going to put a wee bit more down. I love how these two colours work together. Okay. Beautiful. So there we have the start of a really pretty background. I'm not sure whether you can see how it shimmers. It's really quite pretty. Now that just needs to be set to one side to dry off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set that to one side and then I'm going to come back to that in a minute. Now while I've got this paint out here, I'm going to just try and grab a little flower. So these are little jeweled flowers. I'm going to grab one of these and just show you what you can do with these ones here. So as I said, I've got this excess green. You can actually paint with these as well. So I'm going to pop down a little bit of water, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet my brush and pick up some of this lovely green paint here, and it becomes like a paint. So you can go ahead and you can paint paper, you can actually colour in stamped images. What I'm actually doing here is I am actually going to paint this little flower, oops, a bit out of focus there, that I can then put onto that card, because I know those colours are going to coordinate beautifully. So I want to get it a bit deeper to begin with, around the centre. And then I'll go into a bit more of the water and then just pan that out. Looking nice. So that's a pretty little flower, and what I've done is I've created that flower so that it will complement beautifully on that, on that particular card that I've just done. See how lovely that could look? You can imagine like a little row of these flowers across the horizon, and what we can actually have is the sky and the grass. Or you can actually go ahead and do a beautiful die cut maybe. This is one of the die cuts you'll find on my website. Just love this. Actually, it looks beautiful. So we could actually put this die cut down, and we could even pop the little flower in the middle maybe, or maybe not. That looks a bit too contrived. Yeah, liking how that looks. Little happy birthday sentiment. So this is just one that I printed off on the computer and put out. I could paint that if I wanted to, but I don't particularly want to at this stage. Just hunting around for my skewer, and what I might do just to add a little bit of dimension is roll up this end. Yay, that looks pretty. And then I could probably just tuck this, just coming out from there. And then maybe what I would do is just add a tiny little stitched border or something around that, and maybe a jewel in the middle, and we've got a pretty card. So that all starts off from a simple little background that I've made with those 3D dots. And while I think about it, there is a lovely little teak as well. Remember I said these were dimensional? So what I could then do with this card, I'm just going to pop these off here for now. I'll finish that off later. You don't need to see me sticking those down. This seafoam, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some little dots down here. So I'm going to start off small. Let's start off small. See if you can see there. So just watch this coming down. Here it comes. So 1, a bit bigger, 2, and even bigger, 3. I've got room for 5, so I'm going to go for 5. Remember, always odd numbers. So what I've got there is 5 dots. Now, when you look at those, you can see there's a little type of a point at the end of them. So to get rid of that point, you just want to do a gentle bit of tapping or a little flicking. And there we have those beautiful dots all in position. And then when I put that card together, that will just add that little accent area in that corner, which will look really cool. So there we go, the start of a really pretty little card. So that's with those 3D dots, and of course you'll find them on my website. They're really inexpensive, just beautiful. Paint with them, colour in with them, add dimension, do your creative mixed media stuff with them, and as we go along in our chat rooms I'll be showing you more and more techniques. So that's one thing I wanted to show you today. Now another thing I want to move on to is my box. Okay, so this is my real quick and easy go-to gift box. It takes me minutes to actually make. I've really got this down par, so I wanted to share it with you, and I'm going to pop my friend's gift in this. So I've got a piece of paper here. This is one of the papers from the Bohemian Bouquet collection, just pretty, and I want to score this. So this is what I want to show on the outside, so I'm going to turn it over. So this is what will be on the inside, and I'm going to go ahead and score this at 3 inches. Remember, I'm just popping this in the soap. You know, you've seen me do this before. It helps it to glide. So 3 inches, 5.5 inches, 8.5 inches, and 11 inches. So 3 inches, 5.5, 8.5, and 11. And I'm going to rotate that, and I'm now going to score this at 3 inches. And 9 inches. Alright, so that's all my scoring done. One side. And what we're now going to do is take out some of these sections. So on this side here, this is where I've got that last, there's a little 1 inch score here. So I've turned it so I've got a 1 inch piece just here, and what I want to do is I want to take out, grab a pencil so you can see. Ooh, a nice big red pen will be good. I'm going to take out this whole section and this whole section to start off with. So I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm just going to cut these by hand. As I said, this is such a quick and easy box to do. And at Christmas time I make loads of these because I love a gift to look beautiful on the outside as well as beautiful on the inside. Okay, so that's done. Those two sections have now gone. Right, now what I want to do is I need to cut down this channel here and down this channel here. And I'm going to turn it round and I'm going to do the same on the other little corner section just down here. So I'm cutting on the score lines. Fabulous. All I now need to do is, this is the section with that little 1 inch piece, and I'm just going to get my corner rounder, and you'll find some really cool corner rounders on my site. Not this one, the ones I've got are a bit more simpler, but they work so beautiful, and there's two different sizes. There's a small one and a medium one. So I've just rounded off those corners there. Now all I need to do is to fold it all up. So folding on every single score line that's remaining. And the thing I love about this box, you don't have to be so fussy with it. It just seems to work all the time, even when you're in a rush and you kind of are not so cool with your cutting and things like that. Okay. So all those score lines, folding them all in. And I got this one to do here. Awesome. And I missed that one there. I know, I always miss the score line when I do these boxes. Beautiful. Now what I want to do is flip it over. So I'm now on the right side of this box. This is the correct side. And I'm going to get my tape. And you want a nice decent tape. And I love using the Easy Runner here. So I'm just going to pop this down on these outside corners. On both sides. And the bottom corner. Alright, so now I'm going to put my box together. So these little flaps go to the inside, like this, and then all you need to do is to bring these up. Just do it section by section. Feel your way as you go. So bringing them up. the same on this side here. Bring that up. Just feel your way as you're doing it. Now sometimes if you find the ends just pops out a little bit, it just means you haven't cut it down far enough, but I just trim it off. So I can see here there's a little bit that I need to trim off, but that's fine, I can do that. And that one there. So once you've done that, let's reinforce that, give it a good burnish. Beautiful. Now, in order for this lid to sit nicely closed, what I do is I put my fingers at the side, press those in, and I push this down like that. Can you see what I've just done there? Now if you wanted, you could actually make the lid to fit into a box that's gusseted, and I sometimes do that, but I'm not doing that today. But what this enables me now to do is to put my gift. So what I've actually got is a bit of tissue paper, and I'm going to give her some of these beautiful 3D liquid drops, lovely colours of pinks and reds. So these are going to be gorgeous for her flowers. She's such a girl and she loves the paper crafting, so I know she is going to love, love, love these. And just put that in on top. Beautiful. And that now will fall in there quite nicely. You see there? So that's my box all done. Beautiful. Now of course, because she's a crafter and she's a special friend, we need to just tart this up a little bit. So very simply, keeping this nice and simple, what I've actually got is these gorgeous butterflies. Again, this is part of the Bohemian Bouquet collection and you'll find it on my website. So I'm going to take one of these lovely butterflies and I'm just going to position that in the center. So just use your mat, use the squares in your mat to find the centers. So that's roughly the center. I'm going to pop that on there, and I've got a lovely corner, a lovely metal corner, just to make this a special box. And I'm going to put a nice strong glue on here when it comes down. Here we go, and this will hold it beautifully. Strong glue, and I'm just going to sit this little beauty here. See, immediately this transforms the box into something really beautiful and very, very special. Yeah, can you see that? Lovely. Now let's say you make this box, and at Christmas time I actually do fill this box up with chocolates and fudge and stuff like that. You want to reinforce it. So to reinforce it is simply a case of, and you can do that with all the boxes if you want to, but for something like those pearl drops I wouldn't bother. Just cutting yourself a piece of 6 inches by 2.5 inches chipboard, covering it with some decorative paper, and then just slipping that inside. You've now got a really strong box, and you know that that box can be used again and again. So my little card, I've just quickly finished that off so you can see that. So pretty, and this is the glitter paper or the glitter card that you'll find on my website as well. So very simple techniques there. Hope you've enjoyed those 2 projects for today. Okay, competition time. So this week's competition, the prize is this wonderful die. This is one of the new dies from the Bohemian Bouquet collection. It is just beautiful. You can use the center there to stamp something in. You can put an embellishment on it. Just beautiful, and I particularly love the fine detail around the outside of this particular die. It cuts beautifully. So to be in the chance to win this, you only have to leave a comment below and to share. So just below the YouTube video you'll see the share button, so click on that and share it to Facebook. That's all you have to do to be in the chance to win this beautiful die. Now the winner will be announced in next week's chat room, so keep fingers and toes crossed it's going to be you. Got to share it, got to leave a comment. So I look forward to seeing those. So I really hope you've enjoyed those projects today, and I'm so excited again to launch my website and my card kits. So don't forget, hop onto that website now, check out the beautiful products I found for you, check out that bargain section, and also check out those kits. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you join me on this card making or paper crafting journey. We're going to have heaps of fun, and you'll enjoy those. So you'll enjoy those exclusive videos. Excuse the mistakes. It's a chat room. There are going to be mistakes, and that's the way it goes. So enjoy the rest of your month. My name's Collette. I'll see you next week. And next week in our chat room, it's all about Christmas. I've got some great Christmas projects, some great bargains, and an amazing Christmas bundle that you won't want to miss. Not to mention our competition winner for this week and details of the new competition for next week. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.